Assalamu-Alaikum. Welcome back on Reti Educational Academy YouTube channel. In this video, I am going to share Sakhar Arabia University's MDCAT 2025 paper that was conducted back in 2025 for MDCAT entrance MBBS entry test for universities and colleges in Sindh province. I have already shared and explained the past papers of MDCAT 2024 and 2023. Uh, and I will also share past papers of other provinces as well. So here we go. Question number 1. The appendix is attached to which part of large intestine? A. Rectum. B. Caecum. C. Colon. D. Ileum. And the correct option is B. Caecum. The appendix is attached to caecum part of the large intestine. The wormo The vermiform appendix is a just narrow blind tube attached to the caecum just below the ileocecal junction. Question number 2. Which structural characteristics is most accurate for arteries? A. Thin walls with valves. B. Thick and muscular walls. C. Highly permeable walls. D. Large lumen lacking muscles. And the correct option is B. Thick and muscular walls. Arteries carry blood under high pressure, so they have thick, elastic muscular walls. Question number 3. A food sample contains long chains of amino acids bounded together. This indicates the presence of A. Carbohydrates, B. Lipids, C. Proteins, D. Nucleic acids. And the correct option is C. Proteins. Proteins are polymers made of amino acids linked by peptide bonds. Question number 4. Monoclonal antibodies are useful in cancer diagnosis by A. Replacing damaged tissue, B. Changing the genetic code of cancer cells, C. Killing healthy cells to reduce tumor spread, D. Detecting specific tumor markers in samples. And the correct option is D. Detecting specific tumor markers. Monoclonal antibodies bind specifically to tumor antigens for diagnosis. Question number 5. The main function of pharynx in respiratory system: A. Serve as passage for both food and air. B. Produces mucus. C. Produces voice. D. Filters air. And the correct option is A. Serves as passage for both food and air. The pharynx is a common passage shared by the respiratory and digestive systems. Question number 6. The main cause of acute kidney failure is A. Less sweating. B. Hypothermia. C. Liver failure. D. Drinking excess water. And the correct option is B. Hypothermia. Severe hypothermia can reduce kidney perfusion, leading to acute kidney injury. Question number 7. During diastole, the heart chambers A. Relax and fill with blood. B. Contract strongly. C. Eject blood into arteries. D. Remain closed. And the correct option is A. Relax and fill with blood. Diastole is the relaxation phase when the heart fills with blood. Question number 8. Kidneys perform their osmoregulatory role under the effect of antidiuretic hormone. Which type of urine is produced in this situation? A. Hypotonic urine with decreased volume. B. Hypotonic urine with increased volume. C. Hypertonic urine with decreased volume. D. Hypertonic urine with increased volume. And the correct option is C. Hypertonic urine with decreased volume. ADH increases water reabsorption, producing concentrated urine in smaller volume. Question number 9. A person has swollen lymph nodes after throat infection. What does this indicate? A failure of circulatory system, extra glucose storage, C. Active immune response, D. Blockage of digestive tract. And the correct option is C. Active immune response. Lymph nodes enlarge because immune cells multiply to fight infection. Question number 10. Which of the following is correct about the structure of brain? Pause the video and read the options. I will just share the answer. And the correct answer is A. Gray matters forms the cortex, white matters lies internally. Cerebral cortex is outer part consists of gray matter. Question number 11. Under a microscope, plant cells appeared rigid in shape, unlike flexible animal cells. Which structure explains this difference? A. Cell wall, B. Vacuole, C. Cytoskeleton, D. Plasma membrane. And the correct option is A. Cell wall. Cellulose cell wall provides rigidity and shape. Question number 12. Which type of joint allows bending of the elbow joint and has a synovial cavity? A. Cartilaginous joint, B. Fibrous joint, C. Pubic symphysis, D. Hinge joint. And the correct option is D. Hinge joint. Hinge joints permits movement in one plane, flexion and extension. Question number 13. If a round seeded pea plant is self fertilized and all of its offsprings are also round seeded, A. Both parents and offsprings must be true breed. B. Both parents and offsprings may be true breed. C. Only parents but not offsprings will be true breed. D. Only offsprings but not parents will be true breed. And the correct option is B. Both parents and offsprings may be true breed. A true breeding, a dominant plant always produces round offsprings. Question number 14. A student observes a microorganisms under a microscope that lacks a nucleus and is made of a single cell. Which classification would best fit this organism? A. Unicellular prokaryote, B. Unicellular eukaryote, C. Multicellular eukaryote, D. Multicellular prokaryote. And the correct option is A. Unicellular prokaryote. Prokaryotes lack a membrane-bound nucleus. Question number 15. In biotechnology, vaccines can be developed by cloning of A. Gene for antigen of pathogen, B. Gene for receptor of the patient, C. Gene for antigen of patient, D. Gene for antibody of patient. And the correct option is A. Gene for antigen of pathogen. Recombinant vaccine use cloned pathogen antigen genes. Question number 16. Atrioventricular atrioventricular valve closed during which phase of cardiac cycle? A. Ventricular systole, B. Ventricular diastole, C. Atrial systole, D. Atrial diastole. And the correct option is A. Ventricular systole. AV valves close at the state of ventricular contraction to prevent backflow. Question number 17. If RRYY is crossed with RRYY, what will be the ratio of RRYY to the small RRYY in F2 generation? A 9 A ratio 9 to 3 to 1, B ratio 3 to 1, C ratio 1 to 3, D ratio 1 to 1. And the correct option is D ratio 1 to 1. Each extreme homozygous Genotype appears with probability of 116, giving a ratio of 1 to 1. Question number 18. Name the idea of Darwin that best explains the ability of populations to reproduce those individuals who possess beneficial traits. A. Gene flow. B. Genetic drift. C. Artificial selection. D. Natural selection. And the correct option is D. Natural selection. Individuals with advantageous traits leave more offsprings. This is natural selection. Gene flow is a movement of genes. Genetic drift is a random change. Artificial selection is just like human directed breeding. Question number 19. At least how many saccharides units must be present in polysaccharides? A1, B2, C10, D11. If there is any mistake in pronunciation, sorry for that. Question number 19. The correct answer is D, 11. Polysaccharides are carbohydrates containing more than 10 monosaccharides units, at least 11. Question number 20. A doctor taps below the knee and the leg kicks forward. What does this show? A. A conditional response. B. Voluntary muscular contractions. C. An involuntary reflex to external stimuli. D. A delayed response due to brain processing. And the correct option is C. An involuntary reflex to external stimuli. The knee jerk patellar reflex is a monosynaptic monosynaptic spinal reflex that occurs without conscious control. Question number 21. If fertilization does not occur, which part of the uterus degenerate? A. Myometrium. B. Endometrium. C. Perimetrium. D. Cervix. And the correct option is B. Endometrium. In the absence of fertilization, the endometrium sheds during menstruation. Now comes question number 22. Which process uses mRNA to make protein at ribosomes? A. Replication. B. Transcription. C. Translation. D. Cell fractionation. And the correct option is C. Translation. Translation is the synthesis of proteins by decoding mRNA at ribosomes. Replication copies DNA. Transcription produces mRNA from DNA. Cell fractionation, a laboratory technique to separate cell components. Question number 23. Which of the following is the sexually transmitted disease? A. Syphilis. B. Lung cancer. C. Tuberculosis. D. Autoimmune disorder. And the correct option is A. Syphilis. Syphilis is a bacterial STI caused by Treponema pallidum. Lung cancer, non-infectious disease. Tuberculosis mainly spread through airborne droplets. Autoimmune disorder, not infectious. Question number 24. The Golgi apparatus is structurally made of series of flattened membrane bounded sacs. A. Grana. B. Cresti. C. Cristerni. D. Vesicles. And the correct option is C. Cristerni. The Golgi apparatus consists of stacked flattened sacs called cisternae. Grana found in chloroplasts, cristae, folds of inner mitochondrial membrane, vesicles transport materials but not the main structural sacs. Question number 25. Which type of change is a nerve impulse? A. Electrical and mechanical change. B. Chemical and mechanical change. C. Electrical and chemical change. D. Chemical only. And the correct option is C. Electrical and chemical change. A nerve impulse travels electrically along neurons and chemically across synapses. Question number 26. Which of the following fluid flows through the lymphatic vessels? A. Plasma. B. Lymph. C. Bile. D. Serum. And the correct option is B. Lymph. The lymphatic system carries lymph, returning tissues fluid to the bloodstream. Plasma flows inside blood vessels. Bile produced by liver. Serum plasma without clotting factors. Question number 27. Which one of the following is the most common nitrogenous waste excreted in urine of a healthy human? A. Ammonia. B. Urea. C. Uric acid. C. Creatinine. And the correct option is B. Urea. Humans are ureotelic animals and excrete most nitrogen as urea. Ammonia, highly toxic, excreted mainly by aquatic animals. Urea हो गया. Uric acids, a main waste in birds and reptiles. Creatinine, present in urine but in much smaller amounts than urea. Question number 28. Hippocampus mainly involved in A. Vision and hearing reflex. B. Voluntary muscles movement. C. Memory storage. D. Speech production. And the correct option is C. Memory storage. The hippocampus campus converts short-term memories into long-term memories and is essential for learning. Vision and hearing reflexes controlled by the midbrain. Voluntary muscle movement controlled by the motor cortex and cerebellum. Speech production controlled mainly by Broca's area. Question number 29. The covalently bonded non-protein part of enzyme is called A. Activator. B. Prosthetic group. C. Coenzyme. D. Apoenzyme. And the correct option is B. Prosthetic group. A prosthetic group is a non-protein component that is tightly, often covalently bound to an enzyme. Activator increase enzyme's activity but is not permanently bound. Coenzyme usually loosely bound an organic cofactor. Apoenzymes protein part of the enzyme only. Question number 30. The outer surface of the axon membrane in a resting neuron is A. Negative due to sodium ions. B. Positive due to sodium ions. C. Positive due to potassium ions. D. Neutral due to balanced ions. And the correct option is B. Positive due to sodium ions. At resting potential, the outside of neuron is positively charged because of a higher concentration of positive sodium ions. Question number 31. Which class of animals excrete ammonia as their primary nitrogenous waste? A. Uricotelic. B. Urotelic. C. Aminotelic. D. Ureotelic. And the correct option is C. Aminotelic. Aminotelic animals, mostly aquatic, excrete ammonia directly because water is abundant. Uricotelic excrete uric acids. Urotelic excrete urea. And ureotelic not ammonia excretes. Question number 32. Which of the following best describes the direction of impulse traveling in a typical neuron? A. Axon 2 dendrites cell body. B. Dendrite cell body axon. C. Synapse axon dendrite. D. Cell body dendrite axon. And the correct option is B. Dendrites to cell body to axon. Nerve impulse travels from dendrites to the cell body and then along the axon. Question number 33. Homopolysaccharides that is found in the cell wall of fungi and in the exoskeleton of arthropod is A. Cellulose, B. Glycogen, C. Starch, D. Chitin. And the correct option is D. Chitin. That is a nitrogenous containing polysaccharides that strengthens fungal cell walls and arthropod exoskeleton. Cellulose found in plant cell walls, glycogen animals storage polysaccharides, starch is plants storage polysaccharides. Question number 34. The most abundant lipids in living things are A. Terpences, B. Waxes, C. Steroids, D. Acylglycerols, and the correct option is D. Acylglycerols. Sorry again. So, acylglycerols are triglycerides are the major storage lipids in plants and animals. Question number 35. Name the type of bond that join amino acids to form a polypeptide chain. A. Hydrogen bond, B. Ionic bond, C. Glycosidic bond, D. Peptide bond. And the correct option is D. Peptide bond. Amino acids are linked by peptide bonds formed through a condensation reaction. Question number 36. Which of the following is not a globular protein? A. Enzyme, B. Hormone, C. Channel protein, D. Collagen. And the correct option is D. Collagen. Collagen is a fibrous protein, whereas enzymes, many hormones, and channel proteins are generally globular. Now comes question number 37. Which specialized cells of liver perform phagocytic function? A. Kupfer cell, B. Schwann cell, C. Parietal cells, D. Chief cells. And the correct option is A. Kupfer cells. Kupfer cells are liver macrophages that engulf bacteria, old RBCs, and debris. Question number 38. According to Darwin, the main force behind evolution is A. Migration, B. Genetic mutation, C. Artificial selection, D. Natural selection. And the correct option is D. Natural selection. Evolution occurs because individuals with advantageous traits survive and reproduce more successfully. Migration alters gene flow but is not Darwin's main mechanism. Genetic mutation source of variation. Darwin did not identify it as the driving force. Artificial selection is controlled by humans. Question number 39. Besides fertilization, the function of fallopian tube is A. Nourishment of embryo, B. Transport of ovum towards uterus, C. Secretion of female hormones, D. Implementation of zygote. And the correct option is B. Transport of ovum towards uterus. Cilia and muscular contractions move the ovum or zygote from the fallopian tube to the uterus. Nourishment of embryo occurs mainly in the uterus. Segregation of female hormones, ovaries perform the function ovaries. Implementation of zygotes implantation occurs in the uterus. Question number 40. Which property of water allows it to stick to polar surface like wood? A. Density. B. Adhesion. C. Cohesion. D. Non-polar attraction. And the correct option is B. Adhesion. Adhesion is the attraction between water molecules and other polar surfaces. Question number 41. The water content of human kidney is regulated by ADH. Which of the following gland is involved in its secretion process? A. Adrenal gland. B. Pituitary gland. C. Thyroid gland. D. Parathyroid gland. And the correct option is B. Pituitary gland. ADH is synthesized in the hypothalamus and released by the posterior pituitary glands. Adrenal glands produce adrenaline and thyroid gland produces thyroxine. Parathyroid gland produces PTH. Question number 42. Overconsumption of which of the following foods increase the risk of calcium oxalate stone? A. Leafy vegetables. B. Fruits contains vitamin C. C. Fruits contains high fiber. D. Whole grains. And the correct option is B. Fruit contains vitamin C. Excess vitamin C can be metabolized into oxalate, increasing calcium oxalate stone risk. Leafy vegetables, some contains oxalate, but the best answer here is excess vitamin C. High fiber fruits, fiber generally lowers stone risk. Whole grains, not a common cause. Question number 43. Question number 43. Which product is produced by genetically modified bacteria for patients with diabetes mellitus? A. Insulin. B. Erythropoietin. C. Growth hormone. D. Vaccine. And the correct option is A. Insulin. Recombinant human insulin is produced using genetically engineered bacteria such as E. coli, erythropoietin, mainly produced in mammalian cell culture, growth hormone, recombinant but not for diabetes, vaccine are the intended answer. Question number 44. Which changes occur in the endometrium during the proliferate phase of menstrual cycle? A. It begins to shed. B. It regenerates and thickens. C. It becomes secretory. D. No change occurs. And the correct option is B. It regenerates and thickens. Estrogen stimulates repair and thickening of endometrium after menstruation. Question number 45. Role of mRNA in COVID-19 vaccine like Pfizer and Moderna is to read the options. And the correct option is B. Instructs cells to produce the viral spike protein. Question number 46. Living cells of cartilage are called as A. Osteocytes. B. Thermobocytes. C. Chondrocytes. Chondrocytes. D. Osteoblasts. And the correct option is C. Chondrocytes. Chondrocytes are mature cartilage cells that maintain the cartilage matrix. Osteocytes are mature bone cells. Thermobocytes, platelets involved in blood clotting. Osteoblasts are bone forming cells. Question number 47. The regular of muscle contraction which is released from sarcoplasmic reticulum is A. Tropomyosin. B. Troponin. C. Calciamines. D. ATP. And the correct option is C. Calciamines. Calcium ions binds to troponin, exposing actin binding sites and initiating muscle contractions. Tropomyosin blocks binding sites, it is not released. Troponin, calcium binds to troponin but it is not released. ATP provides energy but it is not released from the SR. Question number 48. Automatic and rapid actions that do not involve the conscious part of the brain is A. Reflex action, B. Conditioned reflexes, C. Taxis, D. Synapses. And the correct option is A. Reflex actions. Reflexes are quick, involuntary responses mediated mainly by the spinal cord. Conditioned reflexes learned responses. Texts are directional movement of whole organisms. Synapses are junctions between neurons, not actions. Question number 49. Crossing over involves exchange of genetic material between. Read the options. And the correct option is B. Non-sister chromatide homologous chromosomes. Crossing over occurs in the prophase 1 of meiosis between non-sister chromatide. Question number 50. Name the biomolecule essential for information storage and transmission within cells. A. Carbohydrates, B. Lipids, C. Nucleic acids, D. Proteins. And the correct option is C. Nucleic acids. DNA and RNA store, transmit, and expose genetic information. Carbohydrates mainly energy source. Lipids are energy storage and membranes. Proteins functional molecules but do not storage hereditary information. Subscribe to Reti Educational Academy YouTube channel. I am sharing MDCAT Paper 2025 conducted by SIBA Testing Services, Sakarabia University, version D. Question number 51. What is the chemical composition of chromosomes? A. RNA and lipids, B. DNA and proteins, C. Carbohydrates and nucleic acids, D. Proteins and carbohydrates. And the correct option is B. DNA and proteins. Chromosomes consist of DNA wrapped around histone proteins. Question number 52. Which are the following surrounds myofibril in skeletal muscles that stores and distributes calcium ions during muscle functioning? A. Sarcolemma, B. Sarcoplasmic reticulum, C. Transverse tubulus, C. Sarcoplasma. Plasm difference. And the correct option is B. Sarcoplasmic reticulum. The sarcoplasmic reticulum stores calcium ions and releases it during muscle contractions. Question number 53. Shivering thermogenesis involves A. Voluntary muscle contraction, B. Involuntary muscle contraction, C. Dehydration, D. Hormone secretion. And the correct option is B. Involuntary muscle contraction. Shivering generates heat through rapid involuntary skeletal muscle contractions. Question number 54. Guanine cytosine pairs enhance DNA stability due to a large size, B. Closer pairing, C. More hydrogen bonds, D. Double ring structure in both. And the correct option is C. More hydrogen bond. Guanine's cytosine pairs from the three hydrogen bonds, making DNA more stable than AT pairs, which forms only two. Question number 55. Version D of MDCAT 2025 conducted by SIBA Testing Services. Which are the following neurons conducts impulses from sensory receptors to CNS? A. Sensory neurons, B. Motor neurons, D. Efferent neurons, D. Intram neurons. or intraneurons. So correct answer is sensory neurons. A option is correct. Sensory neurons carry impulses from receptors to the central nerve systems. Motor neurons carries impulses from CNS to effectors. Efferent neurons, another name for motor neurons. Interneurons connects neurons within the CNS only. Question number 57 or 56. Why Lamarck is being remembered till today? A. Due to his rejected but appealing theory of heredity. B. Due to his universally acceptable theory of evolution. C. Due to his accepted theory of heredity. D. Due to his theory of evolution by natural selection. And the correct option is A. Due to his rejected but appealing theory of heredity. Lamarck proposed the inheritance of acquired characters, an important historical theory later rejected. Question number 57. Which of the following is not related to DNA? A. Adenine. B. Thymine. C. Uracil. D. Guanine. And the correct option is C. Uracil. Uracil replaces thymine in RNA, not DNA. Adenine DNA base, thymine also DNA base, guanine also DNA base. Question number 58. If a male with hemophilia marries a non carrier female, what is the likelihood of their son's inheritance the condition? A 50%, B 100%, C 0%, D 25%. And the correct option is C 0%. All sons are normals. Son inherit the Y chromosomes from their father and the normal X from their mother. Question number 59. Which of the following is a characteristics of non-competitive enzymes inhibitor? A. Binds to the enzyme active site. B. Can be overcome by increasing substrate concentration. C. Increases the speed of reaction. D. Point of action is allostric site. And the correct option is D. Point of action is the allostric site. Non-competitive inhibitors bind to an allostric site, altering enzyme's shape. Question number 60. Which of the following events prevent backflow of blood from ventricles to atria during ventricular systole? A. Contraction of the atrial wall muscle. B. Closure of tricuspid and bicuspid valves. C. Opening of semilunar valve. D. Opening of tricuspid and bicuspid valves. And the correct option is B. Closure of tricuspid and bicuspid valves. AV valves are closed during the ventricular contractions to prevent regurgitation. Question number 61. In the following process, the cells releases energy from oxidation of food molecules. A. Cellular respiration. B. Photosynthesis. C. DNA replication. D. Protein synthesis. And the correct option is A. Cellular respiration. Cellular respiration converts chemical energy in glucose into ATP. Photosynthesis produces glucose. DNA replications copies a DNA. Protein synthesis blurs proteins. Question number 62. How many NADH are produced when an acetyl CoA is oxidized during Krebs cycle? A1, B2, C3, D6, and the correct option is C3. One turn of the Krebs cycles yields 3 NADH, 1 FADH2, and 1 GTP or ATP. Question number 63. Which of the following best describes glycoproteins? A. Proteins linked with carbohydrates. B. Proteins linked with DNA. C. Proteins linked with lipids. D. Proteins linked with minerals. And the correct option is A. Proteins linked with carbohydrates. Glycoproteins are proteins with carbohydrate chains attached, important in cell recognition. Question number 64 from MDCAT 2025 version D. This test was conducted by SIBA Testing Services for the Sindh province, MBBS, BDS admissions. Question number 64. I have already shared question papers from 2024 and 2025. So this is 2025, sorry, 24 and 23. And I have already shared MCQs, explained MCQs from other provinces as well, like University of Health Sciences Lahore, Bolan Medical College, Shah Zulfikar Ali Bhutto Medical University, Islamabad, and also Khyber Medical University. So these papers will help you for the preparation and give you an idea of the questions. Question number 64, the function which is common between cerebellum and hippocampus is A. Equilibrium, B. Memory formation, C. Body positioning, D. Sexual arousal. And the correct option is B. Memory formation. Both contributes to learning and memory. Hippocampus forms memories. Cerebellum stores motor learning. Equilibrium mainly cerebellum function. Body positioning cerebellum only. Sexual arousals controlled by limbic hypothalamic regions. Question number 65. In males, which of the following is considered a urogenitical organ? A. Urethra, B. Ureter, C. Urinary bladder, D. Vas deferens. And the correct option is A. Urethra. Male urethra carries both urine and semen. Urinary only. Urinary bladder, urinary only. Vas defers reproductive only. Question number 66. The most common type of arthritis is A. Gout, B. Rheumatoid arthritis, C. Osteoarthritis, D. Spondylitis. And the correct option is C. Osteoarthritis is the common age-related degenerative joint disease. Question number 67. The other name of interstitial cells in male tests is A. Leading cells, B. Spermatogonic Jonia cells, C. Sertoli cells, D. Spermatocyte. And the correct option is A. Leydig cells. Leydig cells produce testosterone. Question number 68. Binding of hemoglobin with oxygen is catalyzed by the enzymes A. Carbonic anhydrase, B. Carbo carboxylase, C. Oxygenase, D. Dehydrogenase. And the correct option is A. Carbonic anhydrase. Question number 69. Transfer of phosphate phosphate from one compound to the other compound requires an enzyme called A. Oxidoreductase, A. Oxidoreductase, B. Transferase, C. Hydrolase, D. Ligase. And the correct option is transferase. B option is correct here. Kinases are transferers that transfer phosphatate groups. Question number 70. Linkage of genes in Drosophila Drosophila was first discovered by A. Thomas Hunt Morgan, C. Alfred Sturtevant, C. Gregor Mendel, D. Hugo de Veries. And the correct option is A. Thomas Hunt Morgan. Morgan discovers gene linkage using fruit files. Alfred discovered gene mapping. Gregor Mendel, laws of inheritance, and Hugo de Veries, a mutation theory. Question number 71. Which phenomena increases the chances of variations? A. Crossing over. B. Linkage. C. Epistasis. D. Dominance. And the correct option is A. Crossing over. Crossing over exchanges a DNA between homologous chromosomes. Question number 72. When antibodies produced by B cells kill the antigen, then it is called A. Cell mediated response. B. Passive response. C. Humoral response. D. Cells collaborated response. And the correct option is C. Humoral response. B. Lymphocytes and mediated antibody based immunity. Question number 73 from MDCAT 2025 version D conducted by SIBA testing services for Sindh province. Question number 73. B. Lymphocytes are formed and matured in A. Liver, B. Spleen, C. Bone marrow, D. Thymus. And the correct option is C. Bone marrow. Question number 74. Which of the following is the root of HIV transmission? A. Unhygienic living conditions. B. Blood transfusion with contaminated blood. C. Handshaking. D. Living together in the same room. And the correct option is B. Blood transfusion with contaminated blood. HIV spreads through infected blood and body fluids. Question number 75. Which part of the small intestine is responsible for nutrition absorption? A. Duodenum. B. Jejunum. C. Ileum. D. Rectum. And the correct option is B. Jejunum. Jejunum absorbs most digested nutrients. Question number 76. Water can circulate in living organisms due to A. Surface tension and polarity. B. Cohesion and adhesion. C. Solubility in cells. D. Stable liquid range. And the correct option is B. Cohesion and adhesion. Cohesion keeps water molecules together. Adhesion helps climb vessel walls. A. Surface tension and polarity related but not the main transport mechanism. Solubility is a not transport. Stable liquid range, physically property only. Question number 77. If the disease is caused due to the defective gene located on the X chromosomes, then defective gene can only be transmitted to male offsprings by the female gamete. B. Male gamete. C. Bacteria. D. Mutation. And the correct option is A. A female gamete. Sons receives their X chromosome only from the mother. B option is not correct because male gamete father gives Y to sons only. Bacteria is irrelevant and mutation cause not transmission. Question number 78. Which group of viruses can be cause disease like influenza, measles, and rabies? A. Plant viruses. B. Animal viruses. C. Fungal viruses. D. Bacteriophages. And the correct option is B. Animal viruses. All infect humans and animals, not plants or bacteria. Question number 79. Which are the following biological molecules releases highest energy from its 1 gram? A. Carbohydrates. B. Lipids. C. Proteins. D. Water. And the correct option is B. Lipids. Lipids yields energy and 9 calories per gram, highest among biomolecules. Carbohydrates only 4, proteins only 4, water no energy. Question number 80. The best way to avoid AIDS is A. Preventive measures, B. Vaccination, C. Medication, D. Shots. And the correct option is A. Preventive measures. Preventations, safe blood, safe sex, steroid, and needles is the best strategy. Vaccination is not no approved HIV vaccination. Medications treats, not prevents completely. Shots, not a preventive method for HIV. Last questions from biology. Question number 81. Which of the following substances pass through the glomerulus into Bowman's capsule? A. Glucose. B. Red blood cells. C. Platelets. D. Albu- albumin. And the correct option is A. Glucose. Small molecules like glucose are freely filtered. Red blood cells are too large. Platelets also. Albumin are normally retained by filtration barrier. Subscribe to Reti Educational Academy YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook, TikTok, and WhatsApp. I will upload the remaining portion soon. Part 2 Chemistry MCQs. Stay connected. Thank you.